Hello and welcome back to the Private Label Masters YouTube channel, episode 2 of the series Journey to $1 Million. In this series, I'm documenting trying to hit one of my Q4 goals, and that is $1 million in sales, all private label products on Amazon.com in a 30 consecutive day worth of time, okay? I tentatively started this on November 5th, but as we know, November 5th really isn't the kickoff for really Q4. Actually, yesterday, which was Black Friday, was kind of the kickoff, but I'm seeing what I can do starting at November 5th. I'm gonna jump on my computer here in a little bit and show you guys how I'm doing. Now remember, as we talked about in the last video, in order for me to hit that number, I need to sell $33,333.33 every single day on average for 30 consecutive days. Now, to be honest, that does feel like climbing Mount Everest. I have never even gotten close to selling $1 million in a month. I think I hit the 700,000s one time, and that was when I did that giant Prime Day where I sold $190,000 in one day. Now that doesn't happen often, and I don't know if it'll ever happen again, but we'll see. Before we jump on the computer, we had something exciting yesterday, and that was Black Friday. How did your Black Friday go? I know a lot of new sellers, a lot of seasoned sellers, we always look forward to Black Friday. Did it live up to the hype, or did it kind of not live up to your expectations? Now, I saw sellers say things on both sides. I know for myself, I was pleased with how it went. Now, I have products in quite a few different categories and different niches, so I can see a good bird's eye view to kind of how a lot of different markets are going. I saw a handful of products that actually sold less than on a normal day on Black Friday, and then I had a handful of products that sold quite a bit more. Now, I had one lightning deal on Black Friday, and I sold 1,200 units during the day yesterday for that product. So I was pretty excited about that. Would I have liked to have 3,000 units? Of course, but 1,200 units is pretty amazing. In fact, in that category, my one product ranked in the top 30 in the entire category. That means on Black Friday in all of the United States that there were only 29 other products that sold better than my one product. And a lot of those were name brands. So that's pretty exciting when you think about it. I know it's exciting for myself. So now, what were my totals for Black Friday? As those are gonna majorly impact for the positive or the negative if I'm gonna hit this $1 million in 30 days. So my total was, let me find it here, $60,903.98. Was that 180,000 like Prime Day? No, but was I happy with it? Yes. It's probably double, if not a little bit more than double than what I usually do on a regular day. So I'm pretty excited about that. Was that enough to help my average out for this goal that I have of 30 days of consecutive sales that'll reach $1 million? Let's jump on the computer. Let's look at my Seller Central account and find out. So here we are in my Seller Central account, and you can see here every single day's sales total since November 5th. Remember, I need to hit 33,333 on average. So I've checkmarked the only times that I surpassed that, and it wasn't too often. It was only 4 times. And we scroll all the way down here, and here is Black Friday. So I surpassed it by quite a bit with that 60,000 mark. We also can look over here, my average product price. It's kind of what I expected. I expected around the $30 to $35 mark. It looks like my account held true to that. And just to get a better eye on this, a little more bird's eye view, I made a little spreadsheet here. Let's take a look at that. So here we are, Journey to $1 million. We have the dates here, the daily sales, and you can see, if you rewind the video, that those are the actual sales for my account. And then on here, under this subtitle here, 33,333 cents, yes or no? All the reds were when I did not hit that average, and the greens are when I did. And you can see 4 greens, this one I hit it, passed it by 2,300, 1,400, 9,400, and 27,000. But here's my average of what I needed to do, and here's what I did over the last 19 days, which means I was under about $1,900 every single day on average, okay? So my total for 19 days is almost 600,000, which leaves me about 400,000 to go in 11 days. Am I gonna be able to do it? I'm not sure. I need to average around $40,000 in sales every single day for 11 days straight. Now, is that possible? I think it is, and here's why. Because in just a couple of days, we have Cyber Monday. Now, when you think about Black Friday, okay, people are shopping everywhere. I know a lot of my friends, and myself too, I went in store and went to, like the mall, a few other places to get some in-store deals. That's what a lot of people do on Black Friday. That's why you go on YouTube, you type in Black Friday, whatever the year is, you click upload date, and you see all the craziness because they're going in store. Well, that takes away traffic from online. And guess what? Cyber Monday though, People aren't running in store to buy things. They're not waiting in long lines. No, their eyes are focused online. So I'm hoping that my one lightning deal that I have on Cyber Monday mixed in with all my other products, that it's gonna have a great day and that's gonna really boost my averages. Who knows though? There are several days and time periods during the year as an Amazon seller where the potential to sell a tremendous amount of items really does not have a ceiling if you have the right products and the right amount of inventory. Those times are Prime Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then the 30-day period, or about 22-day period of December leading up before December 25th, okay? So those are the windows. You saw what I did on Prime Day this year, $196,000 in 12 hours. That's crazy. Can that be repeated? I don't know if that'll ever be repeated or if I'll ever see anyone on YouTube who did something like that, who is selling private label products just out of their place like myself and just has an assistant, which I have one VA who does customer service. I don't know if I'll ever do that or if I'll ever see anyone do that again. So Cyber Monday, yeah, it could be huge, and I'm hoping it is because I really need that to hit this goal. So now a few other things that I have going on in my account and that I'm pursuing up until the next video that you're gonna see. I wrote a few things down. For the month of December, all right, I have 27 lightning deals lined up. From November 5th, when I started this goal of trying to do 30 days consecutive, I've had 3 lightning deals during that time period. So if I don't hit it in this 30 consecutive days, I'm hoping that in December, where I have 27 lightning deals scheduled, that maybe I'll be able to push it and make it then. Also, I'm still working on getting those new 7 products that I have ranked front page so that they can really take advantage of this Q4 boost. I don't know if they're gonna get all the way there. A few of them have a couple reviews, a few of them are ranking for a few of the major keywords, but a couple of them haven't quite made it to the front page. I'm gonna do my best to get them there within the next week or 10 days or so that I can ride that Q4 gravy train with those new 7 products. And finally, another thing I have to work on coming up is really managing my inventory. I've been on both sides of the spectrum, okay? The last 2 Q4s, I was over here on the side of not enough inventory. And when you don't have enough inventory, you're kind of like playing defense on everything. You're like, I gotta put on the brakes, I gotta raise the price a bit, I gotta maximize the profit that I have with these remaining items because I can't get more in. Well, this time I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum where I have a tremendous amount of inventory. And we're gonna talk a little bit about that when it comes to some of the obstacles. But now it is focusing on the offensive. Making sure, just how I'm trying to hit that 33,333 every single day, I have goals with quite a few of my products that I need to hit in order for me to make sure I sell out as much as possible, because after Q4 ends, sales don't completely dry up, they just go to normal, okay? And I need to make sure that I don't have a bunch of inventory after that time period. Now that brings me to the next part of the video, and that is challenges or obstacles that I'm facing when it comes to hitting this goal and just in regards to selling on Amazon as a large seller like myself. I hope this is a little bit insightful for you guys. I hope this shows you that, again, it's not all waterfalls and butterflies and gravy train once you're a large seller. In fact, the issues still come up, and sometimes they have bigger ramifications on your account than those smaller ones when you're a smaller seller. Let me give you an example. Now, I just talked about inventory management and how on this Q4, I have a lot of inventory. So I have a number of items that do really well during Q4, as I've seen the last 2 years. And I backed up the truck. I loaded it all the way up. I think if the Titanic was holding all the containers I ordered for those products, it would probably sink. A lot of my inventory goes to Moreno Valley in California, and I have a good feeling that about 1/3 of that warehouse, that fulfillment center, is all my products. So why do I say that's an obstacle? Because when you, and I never really faced this before, when you are selling like hotcakes on a product and you have limited amount of inventory, you're gonna make good money on every single one of those. It's just part of it. You're gonna miss out on opportunity by not having enough inventory. But when you go to the full other spectrum, which is where I'm at, which is a ton of product, now you're at a different level and a different wavelength. What I mean by that is when I have a ton of inventory and I have numbers I need to hit, let's say I need to sell 400 items of this one product in order to stay on pace so I don't have excess inventory by the end of the month, okay? But let's say I only sell 300. But all 300 were majorly profitable. And if I would have sold 300 on any other day, I would have been ecstatic. But you know what? I didn't hit my goal. That means 100 more that I need to somehow sell in the remaining 29 days. You see how that kind of messes with your mental? Where you should be tremendously happy that you're making all these sales, you're not so happy, or I'm not so happy because I'm not hitting that goal. And if that stacks up, that could be kind of rough, because that means I have all this extra inventory that I gotta do something with over the next year and try to sell and get my money back. So a few of my items, I don't know if it's too early to say, but I know on Black Friday I was hoping to sell quite a bit more of a couple of them, and I just didn't. Does that mean all of the rest of Q4 is gonna be similar? I'm not sure. But I have some pretty high numbers that I need to hit with a couple of these products, unless I don't want to get caught with $200,000 in excess inventory. So going forward, that's going to be a struggle that I have. Do I maximize the profit and then house a bunch of inventory? Do I sell at break even, not make any money during this time period and pay huge Q4 storage fees, but preserve cash flow? You see, these are the types of things that a larger seller like myself has to figure out in the process. All right, now another obstacle that I'm facing is I have one supplier where I get quite a few products from, and I ordered 3 full 40-foot containers from them. That's a lot of products. And in those 40-foot containers, I had quite a few different SKUs inside them. And so the way I set it up was to stagger them and how they were delivered to Amazon. One would arrive at the beginning of December, one a week in, and one 2 weeks after that. That way I'm not paying a tremendous amount of Q4 storage fees, but I still have the products coming in. Well, I sent the different labels to the supplier for each container, which all have the same items, just a section of them, the first one, a section, the second, and the third. But here's the problem. The supplier clearly mislabeled them. Instead of just keeping the first container's labels separate, they put them all together, and all the same products, they put those labels together, and the next one's together, the next one's together. How do I know that? Because when the first container arrived into Amazon, it said, you've had this shipment checked in. Well, you had another shipment checked in, you had a third shipment checked in. I'm like, I had 3 shipments checked in today, I was only expecting 1. But then when I look, I can clearly see that it's because 3 different sets of labels were all packed into that first container. That means they were all mix and match. Now, Amazon didn't send me a warning or anything. I'm not sure what they're gonna do when it comes to the extra 2 containers that also have mixture of items in there with different labels. But we're gonna find out, and I'll let you guys know how that turns out. Hopefully it's no big deal, mistakes happen, but there is definitely nothing I can do right now to save that. So stay tuned to the next video, and I'll let you guys know how that obstacle figures itself out, because I will overcome it, and I'll let you guys know how I did so. Now, another obstacle or hurdle I had was one of my Black Friday deals was canceled. And again, this limits me in trying to hit this goal that I have, but it also limits me when I was banking on a couple thousand sold on that lightning deal. And now I gotta somehow find a way to sell those during the rest of the month. So that's a hurdle. Sometimes weird things happen in the Amazon algorithm, especially with lightning deals. All of a sudden, right before the deal starts, they want you to sell at some crazy low price that they didn't ask you to sell it when you first signed up. Or sometimes it just gets canceled. You'll hear a lot of people say, my lightning deal was just canceled. I have no idea why. And that's what happened to me on this product. Now, another hurdle or obstacle that I faced over the last couple days. This is pretty funny. Now, you hear the term hijackers, and when you sell on Amazon, hijackers are just kind of part of the process. You kind of got to get used to that and know how to handle them, have a system in place for when someone jumps on your product, what to do. But you know, competitors do a lot of interesting things, okay? Maybe they'll leave you a negative review. Maybe they'll hijack your product. And sometimes they actually change aspects of your listing. Now they can go in and request Amazon, say like, you know, this product is supposed to say this, it's this kind of product. And Amazon a lot of times will actually switch it. And then you have to go through the process of switching it back. Now this happened on one of my products. I had this new product that I launched about a month ago. It was making sales. I finally got out of the red from when I launched it, and I'm doing great. And Black Friday is coming up, but what happens the day before Black Friday? I get an alert on my phone and it says the category has changed on this product to books. I'm like, books? What? And I click on it, next thing you know, there's my product, which is a home and kitchen product, and it's in the book category. It looks exactly like it, like you could purchase it with Kindle and things like that. And I was doing search, and I can't find my product anywhere. So this is a competitor who have must have somehow switched this category. And what does that mean? I have to go in, request it from Amazon, and it finally got changed back today, but I missed Black Friday on that product, and it kind of hurt sales a bit. It's a part of the game, and I'm willing to bob and weave with these obstacles, and you guys should too. Don't pull your hair out when these crazy things happen. Learn to manage them, become a smarter, wiser seller, keep your emotions in check, and that's how you're gonna be in it for the long haul. All right, so that's where I'm at in my account. Am I gonna hit that goal? I gotta do around $40,000 on average every single day for the next 11 days if I'm gonna hit that 30-day consecutive time window. If I don't, we can extend it into December and the series will continue on. If you enjoyed this video, this would mean a tremendous amount to me, is leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like this kind of video? Do you like to know what's happening in a larger seller's business? What kind of obstacles I have? If so, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I can't wait to see you guys in the very next video.